you're doing the Holy Bible, you have Muslim people around, and they piss off and they can.
There's people that are naked here. There are child that are molested here.
You listen to me.
Well, you're not listening to me.
Yeah, you get arrested if you don't do. If you keep doing.
Arrested for what?
I told you the reason.
No, you didn't.
I say we have a law, public place.
Кажи, че по принцип няма никакъв проблем с това нещо.
Да?
Няма никакъв проблем. Я стал с тебе, Литви. Я не се прави. Кажи, че не е хубаво това. Какво ще погледна?
God bless you, everybody. I am going to talk today about how I record my YouTube channel all by myself. Get your hands up. I'm going to shoot. This is my secret weapon. $15 at Walmart in the USA, or you can simply order off of Amazon. I remember ordering one off of Amazon before, and I've also bought several at the Walmart. And the reason I ordered one off of Amazon is because I ordered a particular Samsonite bag, and the one from Walmart would not fit. And last year I traveled very, very cheap. I had many plane tickets for $25. And I would wear a vest full of stuff so I could just simply take that Samsonite bag on the Ryanair plane and save a lot of money. So I wanted a tripod that would fit in my carry-on bag. Smart, huh? So I'm not doing that now because I'm actually like living overseas, okay? So you can order this off of Amazon, and it's called a monopod. So tripods are more of one of these type things with like legs that pop out. And I've done both, so I'm going to talk about that. But what it is you just pull it out. And I remember being at the United Nations in Geneva, I believe it was in 2016. Yes. And there were these guys, and they were trying to get a really cool video for their YouTube channel. And because I shared my tripod with them, I got to share a little bit about the gospel. So they were at the United Nations where all the flags were, and they wanted a cool video. And I said, you can borrow this if you want, because you can raise it up over the United Nations fence and get a video. So boom, the gospel got out because I shared something they needed, okay? So I'll connect with people any way I can to try to get the gospel to them, okay? So what I do is, first of all, let me say this before I tell you about how I film. A lot of times I will walk, for those of you females or men, whoever, I walk through the streets like this. I will have my backpack on, and a lot of times I will not have it in my backpack. I will literally walk like this. Why? Because it's protection. And I began doing this kind of thing when I started actually in Dublin, Ireland on my first trip that I did 20 countries right in a row. This is what I used in Dublin, Ireland. So when you see those videos in 2014 of January, I'm using something just like this. And what I do, but I wanted to show you that for the women out there, nobody messes with me when I walk around like this. Even in Israel, I've walked in Malaysia like this. Now the police will look at me, and they're making sure it's not a weapon. And the only country I've ever had a problem with was Indonesia. When I got on the plane from Bali to Sumba Island, Indonesia, they made me check this in. They didn't charge me, But there's other countries where they've made me open my bag, and they specifically wanted to check this out to make sure it's not a weapon. But hey, Israel, it doesn't matter where I've been. I've been in the airport of Turkey 12 hours. This has always made it through, so it's good to know. And you walk through the streets like this, and you just walk with confidence, like, don't mess with me, because I will punch you with this if necessary. I did have a man grab my arm in Greece before, and I did not have this with me. There are times I go on walks when I'm not even preaching, and I will walk through the streets like this because it's already out. People call it my Moses stick. I remember when I got taken to the police station in Amalfi Coast before they put me on house arrest. I had this out, and I was having fun with the cop there, and he got his video camera out and started videotaping me, and I said, "Let my people go!" And he's like, "I like that. Let me get it on film, you know." We had a lot of fun in the police station there. That's why they got the ambulance, and they wanted to know if I was normal, and I said, yes, I am a normal Christian. I am a normal Christian. So, praise God. Normal Christians in the Bible went to jail. They didn't ask for $54 million planes. Come on, somebody. Little side note there. Okay, so what this is, I bought this in Macedonia because those of you that followed my journey for a while know that the Muslims in Macedonia punched my camera. It spun round and round on the tripod. It literally, when that guy punched it, it spun like 3 times and it cracked and broke. So Adam in California, God bless you, he's been a giver for years. Stand with me. Just a great guy over there in California. You guys pray for him a blessing, because this guy has been so faithful to me, and I just appreciate him so much. So he bought me this within 24 hours. So what it is it just a simple, you know, what do you call those? Like a sports camera? Just a sports camera, okay? And now, it's not my favorite, but let me tell you something. It is one of the easiest ones to deal with. If you just want something, get her done, easy, that kind of thing, this is it. Because watch this. Now, you can put this on your chest. You can put it on your hat, your shoulder. You can even put it on a banner for those of you that want to carry a banner. I know that Jesse does that. He'll put some on his banners, and that's cool. Like if you want to carry a banner and clip this onto a banner, hey, that works. But what I do personally, this is what I like to do. I like to talk to people and put it on me and then capture them back and forth, okay? And if I feel they're uncomfortable, I'll just keep it on me. And that's the other thing. Like yesterday, I have so much footage of the police. I will tell the police because many countries will try to get you to turn it off. And I'll be like, no, 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 no. It's on me for my freedom of speech. There's only been a few countries that have demanded, actually Switzerland's one of them. Switzerland police, believe it or not, are hardcore. But who's guarding the Vatican? Think about that. It's the Swiss army. Why is the Vatican going outside of Italy for Swiss guards? Think about that. Whoa. Perhaps because Switzerland's full of money. I could say more, but I won't. Okay, so you want to keep it on you. Yesterday, there were times, and I did this in the other city as well, there were times where I had this tied down so I could have a full body preaching experience. If I wanted to dance or throw myself down like Mary's dead, that's how I do it, because I do a lot of drama in what I do because it draws a crowd. People will stop for something interesting. So John Wesley said, I set myself on fire and people come watch me burn. So this is what I do. I bought this in Athens, Greece. I go back to Greece at the end of July. For those of you in Greece that are there, I've had several write me from there. You want to grab like a pole, where it be like a light pole, a telephone pole, a tree, something. And I've done this many, many times. And I will tie it around, and then I'll double tie it. Something like that. So when people walk up, they don't even see that. Like yesterday, one time when the police came up, this was recording. They didn't even see it was recording, even with the bright pink. But I captured all of that. So when you look at my Paris, France, Eiffel Tower Valentine's Day video, you will see I'm not holding this. You know what I did? I found a fence right by the Eiffel Tower, and I put it right there, and then I tied it down. That was 4 years ago. Tied it down, pointing it towards me. And it was really good because there was a whole group of teenagers that came. But ultimately, it's better if you have somebody with you. And the thing is, you don't always have the luxury of tying it down, because the police will try to shut you down, because what you've done is you've just invaded a spot that's full of money makers, and if you plant yourself there too long, it's going to be those businesses that call and try to turn you in. That's one reason why, for instance, Basel, Switzerland. When I did Basel, Switzerland, I did not plant myself too long in one area. I call it the drive-by shootings, okay? You know how when people, they go through a neighborhood and they stick the gun out and they start shooting? It's the same with the preacher. You can go from spot to spot with this on your arm, maybe Bible in this hand, shofar in this hand, whatever you want to put in this hand. Maybe you're going to need to carry your water. Then you got everything. It's up to you what you want to do with your second free hand. Sometimes I find myself like holding a shofar, holding a water, and holding my Bible, because I'm like, I need to hold it all, you know, to say, hey, a Christian is here, you know. Ramadan's over, the Christian is here, you know what I mean? So yesterday I did the drive-by thing, okay? I would go, I would plant, I would preach, I would try to get the one-on-one after I've released the message, and then I would try to get the one-on-one, the reaction from the crowd. The dog that is barking the loudest is the one that needs to be dealt with. So I'm not calling anybody dogs. I'm saying we want to find out. We want to test what's going on in the moment. The gospel was just released. Now what do? Do we follow up? And yesterday, after I preached at the sex shop, immediately the girl from Scotland, she was the one that said, oh, I can't be changed. And that's why I was crying like a soul doctor. I'm listening. Okay, Holy Spirit, I brought the word. Do I need to keep penetrating this area? What should I do? And I knew it needed to go from open air preaching to one-on-one. I was going from throwing my net to now just throwing my fishing pole. Okay, God, who do I pull in on my fishing pole? Okay, so this can be, you know, fishing pole too. And so that's what we want to do. You want to, you don't have to pound the same area. You can actually walk, and that's great. If you look at my Portugal videos last year, close to Lisbon area, you will notice me walking through the beach giving messages to people laying down on their towels. And I kind of made it fun, you know. I had my Japanese headband on, and they're like, whoa, what is this crazy Karate Kid woman coming through here while we're trying to just sunbathe? So make it a good experience for people. When somebody turns their camera on, focus on that, okay? Purposely in your mind think, we don't know how many people. He could be a professional Instagrammer, he could be, I mean, that could go anywhere. Always take advantage of the moment when somebody turns their camera on. Focus on what you're doing, but also purposely pull out the most important things you need to say because of that video, because you don't know if that's going to go viral, and that's part of fishing. We want to throw the net, not just the pole, okay? That's why Christian t-shirts are powerful too. That's why banners are powerful, because those are seeds. So I used to do the banner thing. I just can't travel with the banner anymore, okay? Now, when I did small trips, it's okay. Like Oktoberfest 2012, and then I did the Berlin, and then I did Amsterdam. That was okay. That was for then, but that was a 5-week trip. I'm going in, and I'm coming back out. Now I live gone all the time. I mean, literally all the time. So I can't do that. So I got to keep it simple. And this is simple. And Joel is mailing me a very, very nice camera. So when that shows up, I can stick it on there. But I might go back and forth depending on the atmosphere, the time of the day, where I am. I'm not always going to use his camera just because it's nice. I've had cameras broken before, even in America, in Oregon, matter of fact. So I hope that helps somebody. Let me show you one more time, just a simple camera. And I'm using my Nikon there that I got earlier this year in Amsterdam. But this wore out already on the back of it, so I just use it for my blogging again. So my yellow one wore out quick, my pink one wore out quick. So just remember that on certain cameras that you can wear this part out really quick, and you need it to just twist and then twist off. It's very important, because if it breaks, then you'll have to super glue it, okay? So Amazon has pretty much everything. Hope that helped you. I think I covered everything. People ask me, do I take tracks? A lot of times I can't, because of how much travel I do. If you're doing small trips, it's okay. If you live in one area, it's okay. That's why I am doing the book, Where Are You Now? Because I will live in Amsterdam 3 months, hopefully for the rest of my life. I don't know about the rest of my life, but I would like to live permanently in Amsterdam. But whenever that season is, and if God opens the door, fine. But if you live in one city, it's okay to have tracks. But if you travel as much as I do, I don't have the space for it. So I try to give the track out through my words or one-on-one. But I do want to have a testimony track with me. I did that for years. I had a testimony track that I would give people. And that was a little bit easier, but now I'm doing like a testimony book, so it'll be for Amsterdam area, okay? I guess that's it. God bless you.